Three winners, two losers this morning. Holding on to my winners like I'm supposed to, and cutting my losses quickly like I'm supposed to. Let's talk about that today on Market Open Trading. Stay tuned. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button where I do market recaps every single day that I trade. Now, that last statement is slightly true. It's mostly true. It's mostly true. Well, I'm not really too happy on the way that I took profit on BURL. I really should have stuck with the stop loss break even, but it's very sketchy. It's very sketchy on early in the morning with really high wicks. But let's go ahead and talk about that. So BURL was my first trade this morning at 9:32. So I ended up taking basically an opening range breakout with right here over the highs at 146.50 with a stop down here at 145.20. Now I only took 75 shares. I was risking about $1.50 or so, and let's see here. I got triggered in at 146.62. I held this one on for quite a while. So if you guys will notice here, there's a lot of topping wicks, which means that there's selling pressure pushing it down. So there, here, and I actually ended up holding it all the way till about somewhere around here. So somewhere around almost 10 o'clock. So BURL, I just kind of held on to it for a while. As soon as I hit 9:52, I was basically at half, so I took 50 bucks, and then 147.77, so I took the other 50 right at 9:55. So I'm gonna guess it's probably right around here. Yeah, I really didn't like this candle. The market was still kind of, the SPY is trending down. The Qs are literally going straight sideways. Let me show you guys. So the SPY is barely moving. It's trending down technically. The Qs are going sideways, completely sideways. So it's not really helping or hurting anything. But I really did not end up liking this candle, so I went ahead and got out. I got my 1-to-1 out of it, which is not really what I should have been shooting for. I should have put stop loss break even and should have rode it all the way to 149. As you guys can see here, we're all the way at 150. There's really only one red candle on this thing in the 5-minute chart. I probably should not have been looking at the 1-minute chart. So I didn't hold this one as long as I should have. So this is probably the only one where it's like, oh, a little iffy. I really should have been up $200 on BURL, so that was my mistake. I should have either been up 50 bucks and stop loss break even, would have gotten kicked out, or I should have been up $200. So now let's talk about the next trade. I did end up adding to BURL, by the way, on one of these pullbacks. This little pullback right here, I ended up adding right at 9:41, right in here. Yep, I ended up adding here, and I put my stop loss instead of down here at 145.20. I ended up moving it to 146. So I was still risking only about $100. But yeah, next trade was GLNG. So GLNG was on my watch list this morning for a short. Now we have a window. Oh, actually, did I not draw out the levels on this thing? Year. Actually I did, but we have a massive window all the way down to 26.20. So let me go back here. All right, so I waited for it to pull back up basically here on the 1-minute chart. Ended up working beautifully. So it sold off right off at the beginning, so it didn't really quite give me an entry. It pulled back up to VWAP and the 9. Next candle to make a new low would be my entry, so I got in short here this candle at 9:35 GLNG, right at 29.17 with 300 shares. So 300 shares short, and I ended up filling 150 at 28.51. So down here, 51, and the other 100 at 28.34, and last 50, 28.34. So I was all the way down here. literally near lows. So I covered right at the right spot. Ended up making 223 on it as it flushed down right below the lows right here in this candle. I just said, okay, I'm over my two to one target. I'm gonna go ahead and take everything, and ended up working out. It bounced here 3 times and it started coming back up. So 223 on GLNG. Next trade was Box. Now, after it defeated me the first time, instead of going back to it like I usually do and try to find the other entry, I'll show it to you guys as I saw it. So here, let's see, I got short at 939. So I got short here. So this is what I saw basically. I saw the pull down, which doesn't give me an entry. I waited for the pullback to VWAP in the 9. Next candle make a new low right here, 25.61. I got short at 25.62. Stop here at 25.75. 700 shares short. Now, I got triggered and kicked out within the same candle. So you'll see 9:39. 50 seconds later, I ended up getting kicked out. Now, you'll see that it starts going sideways here. This is where I should have gotten back into it. So you'll notice that it came up, it failed to make a new high here. Failed to make a new high. Should have gotten in here under 25.70. We're under the 9, we're under VWAP. It's given up on the highs. Could have risked about 20 cents here. 500 shares short. Could have gotten in right here in this candle. Actually, hold on a second. Nope, I probably would have risked 25 cents, so 400 shares short. Would have risked it, gotten in right here at 25.70. And as you can see here, it came all the way back down. So I should have given, if I would have just waited a couple more minutes, I could have gotten back into Box with another entry, and I would have been correct. I would have been able to erase my losses and book another $100 because I'm shooting for 2 to 1. So unfortunately, I didn't get back into it. I turned around and just looked at another stock. I said, "Screw Box. Let me go to something else." So I did. That's really not the right way to do it. If it's really all about timing. So if you don't get it the first time, I always give it one more shot if it sets up. But if it keeps climbing up, obviously I'm not going to get into it. But if it gives me another shot, it comes up, makes a high, fails to go any higher, then the pullback usually is my entry. So what I mean by that is goes up, it pulls back, it goes up, fails to make another high. This, I guess, did make another high, but it got immediately rejected, which means, there's a lot of sellers up there. And I would have gotten triggered here in this candle at 25.70, risking about 25 cents, and would have made it just fine. So a low of 24.50 down here. So more than, let's see here. Yeah, way more than 2 to 1, 3, maybe even 4 to 1 with that. Now let's talk about the next trade. CLSD. CLSD. Textbook bear flag. So I actually called this out on the Facebook room in the market open room. If you guys are not part of it, make sure you do that. I actually ended up putting my stop up here. So pull down, pulls back to the 9, and gives me a red candle. And the next candle to make a new low is my entry. Let's see here. So I got triggered here at this candle, CLSD, right at 10:08. So right here within this candle, it just went straight down. My target was going to be somewhere down here near 11. So I'm not sure if it's 11's going to, if it was going to break because of the pre-market lows. The pre-market lows here was 11, and 11 was basically my 2 to 1 anyway. So I tried to get as close as I could to it. I was going to start taking my position off around 11:05. I was going to sell half at 11:10 and then start taking off the rest of my position around 11:05 or as close to 11 as I could. So as you can see here, got in short at 11:40, covered 250 at 11:06, another 250 at 11:06, and that is all she wrote. Ended up getting $170 on that, which is 1.7 times my risk. So I'm going from between 1.5 to 1 or 2 to 1 or greater if it's possible. So now last trade I took was DLTR. DLTR did not work out. I only ended up risking, it was like $50 or so. I was basically trying to do the same thing as I did with CLSD on a bear flag, It's just ended up not working out. Now, this actually right here could be a decent VWAP rejection here under 85 on DLTR. I'm not going to take it. I'm already up. I'm up 3 times my risk, so nothing to complain there. But this could, I'll probably end up going back and looking at this and seeing if this works. The SPY's still headed lower. Qs are headed lower. Let me see, what do we got on DLTR? We got a window at DLTR all the way down to 82.30 or so. Let me see this thing. Yeah, so crack at 85. Crack at 85 is probably a good entry on this if it does happen. Now, if it goes under 85, it's cracking the trend line. It's rejecting VWAP. It's failing to make a lower high. Looks pretty good. I'm not going to take it. I have to be disciplined. I'm done for the day. It's already 10:52. But yeah. So last trade on DLTR was a bear flag. So I was a little iffy on this. So I only ended up wagering about $50 on it. I wanted to get short under. Hold on a second. Let me see this DLTR. I wanted to get short under 84.50. I got triggered here, which basically is telling me it's giving up on the highs. But the very next candle, I actually ended up getting kicked out. So 84.45, I got triggered. And 85.03 is when I got kicked. Ended up losing $46, and those are all she wrote. Man, this thing is, very tempting, very, very tempting. But yeah, those are all the trades I have on the day. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave it down in the comment section below. If you guys are not part of the Facebook group, make sure to do that. I posted up all these stocks on the watch list before the market even opened, and I had some requests in the room for to start actually posting patterns that are happening as they happen. So below the watch list, I'm actually posting out my picks. So CLSD, DLTR, BURL, GLNG, all those. If I have time, I will post them in the same comment section that I posted up the watch list. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure to click the link below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you have not joined us yet on their Facebook group, make sure to do that. The link will be down in the description below, where I post my watch list for you guys every single day. Lastly, if you guys are curious on how I learn how to trade, I provided you guys with the discount code in the description. It comes with one-on-one mentoring, classes, and buying power, so make sure to take advantage of that. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.